Okay, that's way too high. What is up, you guys? Where's my lip gloss? What is up, you guys? It's Ali Renee. Today, I'm gonna do like a prep video, prep with me, and I might make this a series called Preppin in Pink. I've been like trying to meal prep as much as I can for the past like year and a half. If you're gonna start meal prepping, I advise to only do it for the next 3 days, and then on that 3rd day, prep again. But meal prepping saves lives, y'all. It saves money, it saves time. Like whenever I have a long day at work, I'm so thankful that I meal prepped, because one, I could just pop it in the microwave, eat it, or pop it in the air fryer, whatever, eat it, it's done. I only have 2 dishes to clean. Let's get started with this video. I have a favorite color. So I'm just prepping some simple meals this week. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy since this is my first video. So I just wanted to take you guys along with me with some simple meals. They're very repetitive. Containers, I got these on Amazon for like $36. They are amazing, they're glass. If you are meal prepping, I advise to use glass because we don't want the plastic chemicals in our body. And it comes with these cute pink lids. They had different colors, but of course I got pink. Really. And then it comes with these smaller ones too. I like to use these for like my breakfast stuff or just anything that's smaller. TJ Maxx. It has 2 half-cup measurements. It's ghetto, but it's from TJ Maxx and it's pink and it's cute. So. Immersion blender that I also got on Amazon. I love this thing. It froths my milk for my matcha lattes in the morning. All this stuff's on my Amazon storefront if you guys were interested. Before I meal prep, I always write down what I want for the next 3 days for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, whatever. And then I go to the store, I get what I need. You get exactly what you need, you prep it, and you got it ready to go. Have breakfast. We're gonna start with bone broth. Warm lemon water is gonna aid in digestion in the morning. Bone broth is really good for your gut lining, really good source of collagen. Like, I'm trying to stray away from like protein powders, collagen powders, supplement. I'm really trying to get everything from natural sources as much as I can. I'm a sucker for protein shakes though. Those are like dessert to me. But I am trying to stray away from that. So I'm trying to get everything from natural sources. So that is a really good source of collagen. I think it's the best, honestly. Sardines, I love sardines. Don't come for me. Yes, I eat fish for breakfast. It used to be tuna, but I'm more on a sardine roll right now. Literally buy sardines in bulk from Amazon. I buy 12 packs. I have guac, and then I have a matcha latte recipe for breakfast. So all that would be my breakfast. And then for lunch, I have tilapia, asparagus, and Brussels sprouts. Same thing for dinner. I have hot cocoa recipe for my like dessert. I have 3 LMT powders. Those are my electrolyte powders that I have every day. And then I have olive oil and balsamic vinegar that I'm gonna put on my food. So let's get to it. Do weigh out my food just to keep everything consistent and make sure I'm getting enough protein, enough fats, enough carbs. I'm gonna start out by thawing my fish, and then we'll get to cutting the vegetables and seasoning the vegetables. Your girl loves seasoning, okay? So just like a cooking snack treat. If you guys haven't had LMT's mint chocolate electrolytes and chocolate salt, it's literally hot chocolate, but they're electrolytes. So these ones, you do it in hot, so I just heated up some water. It's so good. And I'm gonna fill this with hot water. This is the cutting board I don't know where this is from, you guys. My mom gave it to me, so, but it's awesome, because look how much stuff you can cut. All right, y'all. I'm gonna start with cutting the asparagus. Can you even see my cutting board? Let me back y'all up. Here we go. It's more like it. That's more like it. They're amazing. Please sponsor me. Definitely not enough Brussels sprouts. I'm probably gonna have to go back to the store. Because last night, your girl got hungry at like 11 p.m. and I made some Brussels sprouts. Who craves Brussels sprouts at 11 p.m.? And this knife set, you guys, this beautiful knife set, it's on my Amazon storefront. Okay, I've seen those. Okay, that looks kind of bougie. it looked kind of bougie. I really like it. It's only, I think it was like 40 bucks. So good, and this cut's really good. Asparagus, you always cut off the ends. I used to not do this that much, and I used to cut like this much. Y'all need to cut like right here, because these ends is nasty. You're gonna be chewing for like 10 minutes. The girl's been learning a lot since I've been living on my own. Like, when I first moved out, like, I never used to cook. Like, I grew up and my mom, she would cook all our meals and stuff. So I never really cooked anything except eggs. I went through this egg addiction during COVID. I was literally eating eggs every meal, but like different variations. That's all I knew how to cook, eggs and oatmeal. That was like my favorite food. So moving out here really forced me to start cooking. Moved out here on my own, like, I didn't have any help. I honestly didn't even ask my parents. Like, I just moved out here because I knew I needed to be here to chase my dreams. Watch this. They need that booty smack. I fell into the trap of like literally just eating out every time I ate something. Because like I had no knowledge of cooking or like where to start. Like, even just grocery shopping, like I just never went grocery shopping. But now I'm like so big on like I eat almost like 96% of the food I eat is what I cooked. And like I'm a model, so like on set they buy you whatever you want pretty much, but I still bring my own food. I do love eating my asparagus like this, but I cut it up in pieces just so it's easier to like eat with a fork. If your pans aren't like crusty and stained, I don't trust you. So I cut it up into smaller pieces. I'm gonna oil this up, and then I'm gonna get my seasonings and season this up. I'm gonna talk about my experience moving to LA. I think I was 18, and when I was working normal jobs, I was working them to eventually be able to move to LA. I don't like to ask for things. I don't like to ask for money. I worked 7 days a week at one point. I was working 2 jobs, and I just wanted to get out to LA and live my dreams. So one day, like, I got the A-OK from my agents, and I went and I moved into a model apartment that you still pay rent for it, but it's just run by the agency. And I was doing online college, and I just dropped out. Modeling came first for me, and I was like, I'm gonna miss this test to go to this casting. I just had faith in myself that I could do it, even though I wasn't working much. Be happy to book 1 job a month. I knew that there would be a time where I was booking more jobs. It's a matter of me working my hardest and believing in myself and continuing to trust my agents. They're gonna tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I need to start doing more of. And, you know, unfortunately in the modeling world, in the entertainment industry, some people can take it personally, and it can be tough when someone's critiquing your appearance. That can be very, very tough on you. They developed me into the model I am today. Because when I first moved to LA, I'm a whole different person. Like, appearance-wise, mentally-wise, I've grown so much because I'm just moving out on your own forces you to grow so fast. Thankful that I have agents who cared about my career, and they wanted me to thrive, and they wanted me to move further. And I had my mother agency in Vegas who was also extremely supportive of me. And it was really hard my first couple of months living out here because I wasn't booking anything. I wasn't booking at all. It was more so me trying to develop my look. My hair was the wrong color, then I got it dyed with somebody, they made it too dark, then my face broke out. I do struggle with acne. I still struggle with acne. I'm struggling with a breakout right now. Like, acne has been like one of the biggest things that has came in the way of my modeling. So anyways, yeah. Girls want to come and they want to party, the promoters, and I did fall into that trap. Like, my first month out here, I was going out, and I quickly realized that that's not my thing. Like, I didn't even know what a promoter was. It was just like this new thing to me, like, oh, we get a free fancy dinner. Like, I've never really been to fancy dinners. I didn't grow up going out to dinner. One of the first restaurant we ate at was like the Salt Bay dude. there was gold on my steak, literal gold, you guys. So of course I'm like in this like, oh my gosh, like I'm shook, like go to clubs and I just don't like men touching me, like men would like, they did the audacity and like they'd be all up in your face. Like it's been really hard like making friends. Beach and brunch sounds cool to me. Going on a walk and running errands. Eventually made enough money and I was able to move out. To the point where I was like really struggling and like I told you guys, I don't like to ask for help, so like I kind of just had to push through it, and it really taught me how to manage my money. And like I said, it makes you grow up really fast. Like I feel like me being put through that situation like matured me in so many ways. Some people's goal is to look rich when they really don't have it like that, and that just sets you up for failure because you're buying all these things you can't afford, like because you're so stuck on what people are seeing of you and like, do they think I'm rich? Like, but I can't afford food at night. I remember my first night here, I literally slept on the wood floor with a towel from TJ Maxx that I picked up on my way here. Because I didn't have a bed, I didn't have any furniture. I was just so ready to be alone in this house. I didn't even have a pillow, you guys. I had a folded up towel and then like a towel I put over my body. I slept on the wood, you guys. I was just so happy to be here. Like I was so proud of myself too. Like I just did it all on my own. But if you're thinking about moving somewhere, like you gotta just believe in yourself and believe that you're gonna work hard enough. I knew I was gonna be working hard. Like if you're going into something and you know you're not gonna put in 120%, don't do it. But I knew I was gonna put in 120%. That's who I am. Like if I put my mind to something, I'm gonna get it done. But in the meantime, you know, you gotta manage your money, you gotta live below your needs. And that's okay, because you know what's to come. You gotta get the generic brand, you gotta get the Dino Bites and not the Fruity Pebbles. It's okay. Save your money. Don't worry what someone's gonna think about you. At the end of the day, like you know in your mind, you gotta be confident and find validation within yourself without having to wear designer clothes, without having to have this label to your name. Thing that helped me is that I didn't care about that. I did not care about outsiders' opinions. Okay, you guys, so the asparagus is done, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. Got these all separated. I thought I had more fish than this. Oh, I just put it in the... Okay, so I cleaned off everything, so now we have a fresh, clean slate to start off with for the Brussels sprouts. So, I love the Brussels sprouts, but they give me bubble guts. Just cut off the ends, and then I'll cut it into little pieces. I like the leaves. Some people throw these out, but I like them. I like them burnt. Excuse me, I like my veggies burnt, y'all. I like it to be like chips. I guess I'll go back to what I was saying. Learning like your crowd is really important. I feel like that's important everywhere, of course, but it's really easy for you to get in the wrong crowd, especially in LA. The mindset I had, like I had work to get done, you know, like I couldn't be broke. Because there was a point in time where I was super broke and like I already told you guys, like I never ever want to go back to that. And I'm so thankful I went through that because it only helps with my work ethic. Know how tough it is. If you're thinking about moving to LA, I think I'm making a video on this. I say do it, especially if you know you dream to be in the entertainment industry. Don't fall for the whole networking gimmick. Like people love to throw that word around, but they're really just using people. Like I'm not gonna force a relationship with somebody just to see what I can get out of them. It's just not genuine connections. And that's why I feel like it's so hard to make friends out here because everybody's trying to network. But I was able to find my friends through church. So I have a really good set of friends through church, and my trainer, like, I really love him. Like, he's like the closest person to me. Also just careful with who you allow in your space because you will get affected by it. If your mental health is bad, your life is gonna be bad, you know? So I try to make sure that I'm focusing on my mental health as well as working as hard as I can, because sometimes I will like feel myself burn out, but I always get right back on track. But anyways, I don't know about y'all, I'm a sucker for balsamic Brussels sprouts, but with honey on them. I do the calculations, like I'm spending like $5 a meal. So I'm just gonna spray these. Dating, I could talk about dating. When it comes to dating, that's been something that I definitely have stayed away from. Like when I came out here, I was talking to this boy, but it was a really toxic situation. Like, he didn't want a relationship. I did at the time. That was over. Like, I really stayed away from the dating scene because I feel like it's a huge distraction. Like, when I put my mind to something, like, I'm all in for it, and like no distractions, like I'm locked in. So I really didn't want to date around, but like sometimes I do feel like pretty lonely out here, because it does get lonely. Like sometimes at night it's like, damn, like I wish I would have built some more meaningful relationships, but you do get so caught up in your work and like you have much time for people and like to invest in people and to go out, and you're tired all the time. So it's like I haven't really built any meaningful relationships. I don't go out on dates like that. Recently I've been making more friends and like going out a little bit more, which is really nice. And I've met some really great people. I feel a little scared of relationships because I get scared like it's gonna take me back to a bad time. But I'm realizing that not all dudes are bad. And I don't know how I feel about a relationship being public. Like if I started dating someone, I don't know if I would want it to be public. I don't want my man to feel like I'm hiding him. Like I want to build trust in him to know like I'm not hiding you. But I don't think I want social media involved with my relationship. Ooh, there's a bottom. I didn't cut that off. We don't want no booty in here. Move on to breakfast, which is gonna be the sardines. Sardines. This is only some of the sardines I have. This is the guac I buy. This is literally just avocado, water, jalapeno, water, salt, white vinegar, onion, and garlic puree. I bring meals with me. It's like, my bag smells like straight fish. I feel like people probably think it's me that smells like fish. They're like, ooh, this girl got some nasty coochie. I just love my fish. Perfect ratio of fats and protein, like omega-3. Okay, you guys, so I finished the sardines and avocado, and then I put my bone broth with it. This is powdered bone broth. It makes life so much easier to use this as seasoning. And I have 2 LMT powders, electrolytes. I'm gonna take out the tilapia, put it in its containers, and we'll start with the matcha latte. Woohoo! This is supposed to be split in 2, but yeah. So right now I am making balsamic vinegar and olive oil, a little mixture for my Brussels sprouts, oregano, pepper. So I'll just pack this in there with it. These containers are a lifesaver. These are also on my Amazon storefront. So I have these for my Brussels sprouts. See, I like them more burnt than this, so I'm gonna put them back in. I like black. The next part of my morning regimen is apple cider vinegar. I have these immunity shots. I think this was at Trader Joe's. I just reuse these bottles. I have one of these throughout the day. So I usually drink half of it in the morning and then the next half before like dinner or something. Milk. This is the best almond milk, you guys. It's filtered water, organic almonds, organic vanilla extract from vanilla beans and salt. So it's super clean ingredients. Now throw this in there. This is vanilla I got from Mexico. Y'all, this was 12 bucks here. So all the milk is sweetened. This is just Lakanto monk fruit. This is also on my Amazon storefront. I put this in any of those like sparkling drinks. I like to use these containers to hold my milk in. Again, Amazon storefront, you guys. I can just whip this out pour in my matcha, pour in my ice, and I'm done. Bought for chia seed pudding or like overnight oats, because this part, put like your toppings there and then like the overnight oats, and then there's a spoon and a fork. I'm gonna clean this up and get the matcha part. Using Bloom for the matcha latte, the matcha full matcha, and L-glutamine, which is really good for your gut lining. So I'm gonna put those in these containers. That also, no spill, also on my Amazon storefront. Alrighty, so that concludes my prepping in pink. So I was looking set for all the days, condiments, and working. We'll see you guys next time. Maybe we will try some more fun recipes. But I love y'all, bye.